Hey guys, this is the Great Lugia. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version. They go through part 10, and here we are just fighting the final Team Rocket member in Slowpoke Well. And considering he's the final guy, hopefully he should be a bit tough. And he's got a level 14 coughing. Wow, that's so threatening. A single level 14 coughing. That must be such a pain. That must be so tough, and I get a crit. I'm not sure if that mattered or not, so either he was really easy or he was easy. Either way, it's not a good sign. So yeah, that's the end of Slowpoke Well. You'll notice there's a strength boulder there, and down below there's surf water, and yes, there is more of the well, and I might be doing that later. And here we are back at Kurt's house, and I'm just talking to him right now, and he gives you a lure ball automatically when you talk to him. And basically, you can give him different apricorns, and he'll give you different balls out of them, but it takes a day to make a single one, so it's kind of annoying, but at least they're free, so you can't complain too much. So yeah, right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and heal my Pokemon, and seeing as there's not really anything else to do, we'll just go ahead and head to the Azalea Gym. And it is a bug-type gym, and the leader is Bugsy. You know, that person who forever no one could tell was a guy or a girl, and even now people are surprised to find out he's a guy, and yes, he is a guy. And you'll notice all the Slowpoke are back, and here just random trainers, I guess, and I guess here's the first, like, real hint of, like, a double battle. I mean, considering, you know, like, it's sort of like a tag battle, and also, like, you'd have tag battles in the anime, apparently, like, they knew they were planning on doing double battles eventually, I'm guessing, and these were, like, some early hints, if I had to guess. Alright, so they lead off with a level 10 Spinarak, not threatening at all. Well, aside from the chance that I could poison you with Poison Sting, you got a crit, but thankfully didn't poison, which is the less annoying of the two. And I realize I'm talking very fast. So yeah, Spinarak's a very, very solid 2-hit KO, and their second Pokemon is a Ladybug, which, if anything, should be even easier because it's weak to electric attacks, and it should be a 1-hit KO with Thundershock. Yep, it is, and Fluffy gained a ton of experience, and now it's at level 18, hooray! It's, like, officially caught up, and even better, it's learning Thunder Wave! That's a very useful move. I definitely recommend teaching that to an electric type. Not only will it help in some tough battles, but it can also help you catch wild Pokemon a lot easier. It'll definitely be a really good thing for later on. And now for the rest of the gym, I'm just going to go ahead and use Quilava, since it does double damage with Ember, and that was like a misclick on my part. So yeah, let's start battling all the other trainers. And watch in wonder as Quilava 1-hit KOs everything but one Pokemon in particular. Not counting the gym leader. We'll have to see how he does. And yes, the gym leader fight's also in this episode. Alright then, I'm just gonna have Quilava go for Ember against this Caterpie, and it's a very, very easy 1-hit KO. And first off, if you have a level 12 Caterpie, at the very least have a Metapod. If not that, then a Butterfree. I mean, come on. Granted, as proven in the first Butterfree fight in Red, Blue, Yellow, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, you know, that level 10 or maybe higher Butterfree in, I think, Route 10, that thing can be a pain. So yeah, that way I've actually made some of these trainers challenges, and here's a Weedle. It could be a Kakuna or a Beedrill. Why are you doing this? Why are you so stupid? Ugh, the bug catchers in all the other games have the exact same problem. Alright, and here is another trainer, and he talks about how bug Pokemon can evolve quicker than other Pokemon, you know, like how Butterfree and Beedrill appear at level 10. Ledion, you get, I think, around level 16-ish, and Ariados, I think, somewhere around there. I think Ariados is, like, around level 20. Maybe slightly earlier, maybe slightly later, and here's a level 7 Weedle. He could have a Kakuna, you know. Why does he not have a Kakuna? Give me a Kakuna, at the very least. Alright, he has a Kakuna then. Okay, I got a Kakuna. It's level 9, which means it can't be a Beedrill, which makes sense. So, let's think about this. He has a level 7 Weedle, a level 9 Kakuna. Will we have something along the lines of a level 11 or 12 Beedrill? Oh my god, he has a Beedrill! I'm so smart. Either that or I recorded this in advance and am now narrating it, so I obviously know what the Pokemon is. And why is Beedrill a dark red? The only part of Beedrill that should be red is the eyes. Nothing else. I mean, I don't know if that's meant to be the lighting or something else, and it's using Fury Attack and he gets 5 hits. That's not annoying because it does a lot of damage, but rather because it wastes time. And as we all know on YouTube, you can't waste time. Alright then, Quilava finishes off with Ember, and gains a ton of experience. It's level 19 now. Alright, and there's one last trainer before Bugsy. And I'll just go ahead and fight him right now. He's very easy, especially if you have a fire or flying type. Any fire or flying type will do well in this gym, and also a rock type. Against some Pokemon like Bugsy's signature Pokemon, I guess, since it's quite weak to that. Witness one of the most useless Pokemon ever, Paras. Parasect had such potential. I mean, the thing that kills it off is its typing. It's weak to rock, it's quad weak to flying, and it's quad weak to fire. I mean, it has 2 giant quad weaknesses that just kill it. See right there, granted, even if it was only ×2 damage, Ember would still be a 1-hit KO. And yeah, that's the final trainer, and since we still have a ton of time, I'm gonna go ahead and fight Bugsy, because he shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Yeah, he never loses, of course. Let's see how much better he is than Falkner, or if he's even more challenging than Falkner. If he is, then I'll be pretty surprised. Alright, he's got a level 14 Metapod. Why does a gym leader have a Metapod, and not a Butterfree? I'm just kidding, I know the reason. It's basically because they didn't want to make it too hard for Chikorita users, because it's already weak to Bug. And here is his star Pokemon, a Scyther. And I've always found that sprite to be meh. On the one hand, it looks cool, on the other hand, it looks a bit odd. And of course it's using Fury Cutter against a Pokemon that resists Bug! You're so smart, Scyther, did you know that? At the very least, have it use Cut or something that does neutral damage. I mean, come on. The AI in Pokemon has always been so stupid. I mean, even if I was at the Battle Frontier in Platinum, even now, it's horrible. Like, I was about to lose to a Mismagius. I had an Arcanine, they had a Mismagius, we were both in KOing range, and it could outspeed me and KO me with Shadow Ball. And instead of doing that, and by the way, Arcanine was my final Pokemon, Mismagius was their final Pokemon, instead of using Shadow Ball and KOing me, it used Memento and killed itself. I mean, that's so smart. Oh, and speaking of which, I beat Bugsy. I guess that's important too, I guess. Yep. He's tougher than Falkner, but barely. And even that I'm kind of hard-pressed to say, because at least Falkner abused like a really annoying move. Granted, if used for too long, Fury Cutter can be annoying. I know this from experience when I was like 7 when I first played this game. But still, he's not really any trouble at all. And now I'm just going out, and I still have a bit of time, so I'm going to go ahead and take a risky move and go out here, and what's this? Oh my god, it's Mike! And he's talking a lot, and he's being a jerk, and he's saying, I'm going to beat you because you're joking, because nobody can beat Team Rocket but me, because I'm so selfish. Haha. Alright, so here's Mike, and he leads off with a level 12 Ghastly. This Ghastly can be a bit annoying because it knows Hypnosis, but if you're over-leveled like I am, or have Awakenings, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Because 1-hit KO! Hooray! Alright, his next Pokemon is a Croconaw. Well, again, that depends on what your starter is. He'll have a Croconaw, a Bayleaf, or a Quilava. But in my case, a Croconaw. Level 16 Croconaw. Mike, that means you are a hacker. Yeah, because Croconaw can't evolve until level 18, so yeah, it's really smart. And I have Flaffy go for Thundershock, and I get Parahax, which is always nice. Granted, it doesn't really matter much, because it still went ahead and attacked, and it didn't get fully paralyzed anyway. So yeah, down goes the Croconaw, I think. Yep, it does. And he only has one Pokemon left, and that is a really tough, really tough Zubat at level 14. Oh my god, this is going to be so difficult to beat. Thundershock. Oh my god, we barely made it out of there alive. Alright, I beat Mike, and he's being a really bad and stupid trainer as ever. And he's talking a lot, and we're on a bit of a time limit, so I'm a bit worried about that. So, alright guys, I'll just leave my sign off here. I'll see you next time when we head through Ilex Forest. Goodbye.